we know with no possibility to leave this place, but we really, really have, by our faith, to leave this place and go to out of Israel, what they call Israel, yeah?
You don't know what tribe you're from?
No, sir.
But you're Jewish.
Yes, sir.
How
I've been
are you
raised
not Jewish? You've been raised
from Israel, yes, sir.
Okay. So which tribe?
I don't know that.
So how can you be Jewish and not know the tribe? Okay, what's right now? Get over there. Have you ever seen those names before? Judah, Benjamin, Levi? Okay, so which one belongs to you?
I don't know.
Because you're not a Jew.
That's
The proof is right there. You don't know what tribe you're from.
Absolutely not.
What tribe are you from? Hey, what tribe are you from?
I'm from the Levi tribe.
Levi.
Yeah.
What the hell is Levi?
You don't know Jewish history. That's fine.
Are you from the tribe of the priests? Are you a Levite? Is that what you're saying? You don't fucking know. Let me tell you, the white man is alive. And they don't know where they from. They are so confused. I asked them, what tribe? Look, the murderer. I asked him what tribe is he from, and he said he doesn't know.
You need to know who the true Hebrew Israelites are. You need to go and study. I don't need to make this go 40 more minutes trying to teach you who the true Hebrew Israelites are. There's enough messages and teachings out there on it. And if you go read your Bible, you'll clearly know who they are. You can't hide a white Jesus in Egypt and expect him to blend right in. You ain't gonna happen. You ain't gonna mistake Paul for an Egyptian that Paul's a white person. You ain't gonna have Moses be able to walk right, or be carried right into the house of Pharaoh and pass as one of his sons if he's a white baby. It ain't gonna happen. So let's just get to the bottom line here, okay? They're brown-skinned people. Simple. But then you got the Christians out here that they went, and the Catholics had changed that. They whitewashed the whole thing. And then you got people who are supposed to be getting back to the book, back to the truth. They're still trying to whitewash it.
Cool, yeah.
There's no genealogy linking their families to the people of this land 3,000 years ago. They're not.
For centuries, nations have attempted to erase the people of God. I'm talking about our people, the Israelites. What did they do to us? They scattered us, they renamed us, and they rewrote our history. As it is written, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. That's Psalm 83, verse 4. However, we're still here because God already answered them. He said, if those ordinances depart from before me, saith the Lord, meaning the son of the moon, the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever. That's Jeremiah 31:36. So you better believe it. The moon and the sun, you might as well count those out. The sun is still rising today. The moon still shines. The stars still fill the heavens at night. So as long as God's ordinances remain, his people remain. You can hide a nation, but you cannot erase what God has ordained. That's why we're still here today.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. So you know what's sad about that entire scripture? That a lot of people will read that and not understand the context. Like they will sit there and read that and deny that African Americans are the true Hebrews because of that one scripture. DC says nobody shall buy you. How can it be y'all? Y'all remember that movie Django with Jamie Foxx in it? It was Django and Dr. Schultz. They were bounty hunters running around shooting up people, collecting the check. Y'all remember that movie? Remember when Django tried to go back to Candyland to get his wife?
Right.
Because remember, Django was a free man.
Right.
However, his wife was not.
Right.
She was still a slave. Excuse me. She was still enslaved. Meaning that she was somebody's property.
Right.
And last time I checked, how can you just pull up to somebody's plantation, take their property without compensating them for it?
Exactly.
Wouldn't you be labeled as a thief?
thief?
So in order for them to free Django's wife had to be bought. And that's where Dr. Schultz comes in. Remember at the end, before the hell shootout, Dr. Schultz was going to buy Django's wife. He had to buy her first in order for her to be free. Because once she became his property, he can do what he wants with his property. So God ain't stuff. Last time I checked, nobody came and bought us. We stayed enslaved.
A Gentile's
When we think about
confession.
the Messiah and we think about the books that he had the scrolls that made up, he had the Torah and the prophets. And of course the teaching of the time was, if you teach against the Torah and the prophets, there's no light in you. So the Torah and the prophets were everything to the Messiah and his followers. And of that work, I think that Deuteronomy 28 in particular, that chapter 28, is one of the most underestimated, misunderstood chapters in the book, because when you know just that chapter, the whole word comes to life. And the history that we see, the prophecy that we see that has been fulfilled in recent history and is being fulfilled right now. So let's just talk about what we're taught. So many people are taught that the so-called black people in the Americas are simply Africans who were randomly captured and sold into slavery. But when we search the scriptures and the historical record together, a different picture emerges. One that reveals that these people were not just Africans, but exiled Israelites fulfilling the curses of the law. So let's take it back to 70 AD. What was 70 AD? So 70 AD was roughly 37 years after our 33-year-old Messiah was lynched on a tree and resurrected. So the Messiah was crucified, died, lynched, and resurrected, and approximately 37 years later, the Roman armies destroyed Jerusalem and scattered the children of Israel that were there. Now the children of Israel that were there were the tribe of Judah. They were known as Judah. There were Benjamites there, and there were Levites there, and the southern kingdom was made up of Judah and those people. The northern kingdoms, remember, fell about 750 years prior to his birth. So we're, almost, there's, 800-900 years between the scattering of the northern kingdom and the scattering of the southern kingdom. And I want to apologize now, because I know people are going to talk in the comments. I don't know much about the tribes of the northern kingdom. I'm going to dig into that. But right now, I'm just really trying to learn how to live a righteous life and try to build something of substance for a good life here. So I don't know much about the northern kingdom and where they ended up. But we're talking about the tribe of Judah specifically and their trip to America. How did America take God's chosen? And how do we know it's America? How do we know America is Babylon? When the Roman armies took the city of Jerusalem and the Israelites were forced to flee, some were taken into captivity and many fled into Africa. Over generations, these Israelites migrated through northeast Africa and into West Africa. This migration is documented by the impact of their culture. What does that mean? Their language, tribes that are called by Hebrew names, Levitical priestly traditions that were taught and picked up and now practiced still to this day. We know that they were living there and that they carried their Israelite laws and customs with them. We find Hebrew customs and Levitical priestly traditions in Israelite names among the West African tribes. These were not strangers to the Bible. They were actually the living descendants of it. But the Bible warned that exile would not end in Africa. In Jeremiah 16:14-15, we read, "It shall no more be said, the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of Egypt. But the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north." So something bigger than a 400-year captivity of Israelites in Egypt is going to happen. We're not talking about what happened in Egypt. We're talking about
that a number of factors play a part, the weather part of it, but government policy, they say, is working. And there are a number of things that Andy Burnham was pointing to today. I'm outside where National Crime Agency workers try and use a different surveillance technology to monitor, survey criminal gangs. In fact, just earlier we saw a big drone go overhead. They have 16 hours worth of ability out there to try and track down, monitor the activity of these smuggling gangs. And the government, as a result, says that the number of arrests regarding this issue are up since last year. So too are seizures of engines that these gangs use to run their small boats. So the government says things are working. They have since last year doubled the number of National Crime Agency officers working at this base. Again, that's as a result of funding that was announced under Keir Starmer's government. They've also, just 3 months ago, renewed this deal with France at a cost of more than £660 million to the UK. That was involved in that was more riot officers on French beaches, and again, more drones to monitor activity along the coastline. But Andy Burnham, as he addressed in that clip that you just saw there, he says that there is still more to do, not least because public opinion arguably hasn't caught up with the way that these figures are actually going down. He said himself that he was campaigning to win that by-election in Makerfield, that this was an issue that came up on the doorstep, and we see repeatedly in polls that it does. So while he is here today, a Prime Minister 2 weeks in, the numbers of small boat crossings are going down. Labour is doing well in the polls as well, comparatively to under Keir Starmer. He knows he can't be complacent. There is plenty more to do. Otherwise, it's not just his job he risks losing, but also Labour at the next general election.
Lucy Midday with the latest there, having just spoken to Andy Burnham in Dover. Lucy, thank you. You're watching Sky News. Coming up, Britain's second most senior police officer has met Sikh faith leaders after the murder of a 24-year-old mother at her home in Hayes.
The cameras are poised here, there, everywhere.
The day those present would never forget.
First question, Sky News.
Do you hate the thought of losing to him? I hate the thought of losing to anyone.
Historic day here today.
They're pushing forward.
They dash to the water.
Wait, what country?
From the UK.
Why don't you go back to your country?
Huge questions to be grappled with. That is totally unprecedented. Been quite some day.
It's not breaking news.
Hello, it's 7 o'clock. This is the Capital Union Show. How long's the 5 million going to last, Mr. Farrell? Let's find out. Diane, who would you put in there?
It's not for me to say. I want
You
not
just
yourself,
accused
not
me.
you. Do you ever look at yourself and think, are you the problem?
I do feel sorry for him, yeah.
See what happens. Does it mean, frankly, that you are an irrelevant? Great to have this lovely couple on the sofa.
What a dream team they are.
She's christened the couch.
I urge you not to look away.
If Hamas hands the hostages over, they will end this conflict. The world has been watching.
Good to see you.
How are you? Did she say how he was?
The conditions are awful.
The jets were ordered to come back. Historic day here today. How will you respond if India does launch airstrikes?
They'll be all out to war.
But I'm just going to put...
of Emmanuel, right? A proper child of Emmanuel, this child next door, right? And you mean to tell me he's been doing this thing years, longer than me, right? And you mean to tell me, sir, he didn't even know who Yahuwah was until he come here. And he's a Christian. And he's in this thing longer than me. And he didn't even know the Father's name until he came in. That damn Christianity. And you've been in it long, you don't even know what the Creator's name is. That's what the child told me. See, I've never heard that name since I came here. And you're Christian. And you're a Christian. So that makes me tell you why it shouldn't be a Christian. Because the Christians don't take your Father's name, do they? They give you carbon copy and blueprint, and they don't answer by carbon. They beat you up, in fact. Their name is powerful, Yahuwah. That name shakes everywhere. But you don't want to go and learn it. You know, you're a damn tramp. And you swear by that you're Christian. You've been going to church on the wrong day today, like, and giving money, and you don't even know what the Father's name is. That's how powerful that rubbish is, right? The devil incarnate, the Christianity. Why? Because it doesn't reveal the Creator's name. The children don't even know their name. And they swear by they know this thing inside out. And then they ask them, what's the Father's name? They don't know. They don't know. Look, just do it with common sense here and simplify it. If you don't know the Father's name and you're in a religion, then you're in the wrong one. Rasta. Because if you're not glorifying Yahuwah, then I don't know what you're doing. Forget about Emmanuel for now. Because if you don't know who the emperor is, the one who created everything, it don't make sense knowing about the king. That's just the king compared to the emperor. He don't even know who he is. Rasta. You see crowd of people, it don't make no sense, right? Like Sophia over there, so it don't make no sense at all. Everything she does just makes no sense. We'll play music, she opens the door and plays loud music just to be annoying. She's not annoying me, though. You know what I mean? Not annoying me at all, because we don't play, you know, spiteful games. You're grandma's, it goes. And look at the way the mindset is as a grandma. You think people got time for you? We just speak what you do, that's all. We just talk about the footprints, but you think you're so mighty and so good. That's not good behavior. That is immature, spiteful behavior, and you're a big woman. Rasta. No wonder you're lonely now. No wonder no one don't come see you. The only time you come out there is to get food or to feed them flowers. And apart from that, no one don't come see you. You have no purpose to come out there because everybody you did know has run away from you. Because you are a wicked woman, Sophia. You are wicked. Rasta. And it's not nice to be on your own, especially for what's coming, Dudu. Especially for what's coming. And you've not been cursed anyway, trying to hurt us via Esau. And then in return you have to do all these wicked things for Esau. And Esau writes books on how much of an idiot you are and what you can do to your women and what you can do to your children. And that's your curse. For going with them to hurt us, that's your curse. That is your curse. And you have more to come. Because all Esau is doing what? He's bullying you to do whatever they want. And now they're in squeaky bum time. Squeaky bum time, they're in that now. And they're only going to use you to do whatever they want. And these are children, right, that are going to die. So don't understand how they turn this thing around and got you to do their stuff and you to fear them. So anything that happens to them happens to you. So when they go in the lake of fire, you'll be going with them. When they should be you should be boxing them up and putting them back in the Caucasus Mountain by a pogrom. Because when you say pogrom to the phone, you see the whole world turn against them and beat them up and let them run in the Caucasus Mountain. And that's where they met Esau. And then they had sex, come back now as modern Israel and taking all this revenge back. Damn tramp. And that's just thinking dance. Trying to get us and it backfire on you big time. Right, and your poor women and children have to feel it now. Because when you read what's in there, which I keep reading to you on purpose, so you do something about it. Go and protect your women. Go and protect your 3 years, 1 day young girls that are getting violated by them lot, and they say you can't do nothing when we violate her. There's nothing you can do. It's written, so there's nothing you can do. And you settle for that, yeah, for trying to hurt us. And that's your punishment. We're messing around with the children. They're both the same children. One's good, one's bad. They come out the same warm room. They're a twin. They're twins. One good, one bad. Cannot do good. Cannot do good. And this won't do evil. You want evil, you go to see Esau. You want good, you come and see Jacob, which is Yasharel. And that is the dancing dog. Damn Trump. don't care for my clothes. That's what she said to me. Right? This is the. How you do it? Don't forget. Wash my wash. Some clothes. Dedication to art and one's love them washing machine. Whatever it is. I know I find that's the already. It said, don't you dare wash your clothes with other clothes. That's how strict it is, though. That's how strict the corner people. And that is screw you. Right? He said, don't wash your clothes with your clothes, right? Yes, Barbara? Anything close, you say yes. Let it out, Peter. I said, I got before. Just stop it. Right? I said, I'm going to smash it that one there. That's what you want. He said, that damn son. Damn right. Damn right. That was funny, but the Hebrew Israelite, there's a street preaching, and they saw over there the east side. And he come up to him and said, that one. And we went, so we'll try to cover him. He said, Tom goes. He said, no. And then his mate come over and said, don't answer. I don't try. He said, what? He said, it's the Levies. He said, what the hell's the Levies? That's right. That's what it was called. See, they're questioning around. They don't even know it. They don't even know it. Maybe they want to try to come out. Which we don't know really. Right? We don't know ourselves, but I've been told differently. I've been told. And you can tell what I like this. What's going on with me? It's not hard. It's not hard to tell which side this one comes from. And the behavior you have is the Leviticus tribe behavior. But you just need a real priest to show you it. That's all you need. You just need to be shown it. And then you'll be, and who's going to show you? The old man. You don't like that? The old man's going to show you some Leviticus, proper man, them who are Leviticus. I said, alright, and that's where I learned it from. more happy in that. There isn't. Oh, no. Yeah, I do like it more than the ritual. No. What was that clean now? Are you cooking today or what? Young man. I don't think so, really. I think I'm going to have fish. That fish and just do it tomorrow. I don't think I'm cooking. I'm going to read some Bible. I'm going to go back to reading DiMaggio. Right, let's get these put out of the way. And then, are we going to do some cooking or are we going to do the mafia roll? What are we doing? I have no idea. I've got a time, 5 o'clock. Right, let me just get rid of these nice clean clothes. Smell nice in it. Deep clean clothes. Do. Yeah. I was listening to Brother Rushland. I just confirmed it now. When you and your sister is doing your thing, make sure when I take our shots, I wash the sheet. I know, we said it twice. I know he's deep, isn't he? I know he's deep. Brother Rushland, we know around, when there, come here, give Brother Rushland, come here. We know around, give Brother Rushland, when there. Oh, where's he going from? Yeah, there he is. Brother Rushland, give Brother Rushland.
All right, shalom. We give praise to the Most High, the creator of heaven and earth. Give all. Shalom to all the viewers, and all praises to the Most High. Peace and blessings to the 12 tribes of Israel that are scattered throughout the 4 corners of the earth. Today, what we're going to be... shalom to all the viewers, and all praises to the Most High. Peace and blessings to the 12 tribes of Israel that are scattered throughout the 4 corners of the earth. Today, what we're going to be going over is how to understand the secrets in the Bible. How to understand the doctrines that are in the Bible. If you want to understand the Bible from a historical perspective, and you want to understand chronology, then you must read the Bible from back to front, from Genesis all the way to Revelations, in order to understand the historical perspective, the events that happen, and the chronological order of things that happen, and the different kingdoms and things of that nature. But if you want to understand the doctrines and mysteries and the secrets that are hidden in the Bible, then there is a specific way that you have to read the Bible. God tells you in the Bible, he gives you the clues, he lays it all out on the prerequisites that are needed in order to understand the mysteries that are hidden in the Bible. So that's what we're going to touch on today in order to give you a clear understanding on how the Bible is actually unlocked. I'm Brother Joshua. This is the Bible Unlocked, Understanding the Secrets. Psalms 111, verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. This is the first thing on the list. This is the first prerequisite that must be met in order to understand doctrine in the Bible. It says a good understanding, meaning a good understanding of the Bible have all they that do his commandments. If somebody is telling you that the laws are done away with and you don't have to keep none of God's commandments, all you have to do is believe, he or she does not have a good understanding. God has blocked that understanding from them. If somebody is going to church and not worshiping on the Sabbath day and instead going to church on Sunday, they don't have a good understanding of doctrine in the Bible. The Most High has blocked that understanding from them. This is the first thing on the list. You must be keeping God's commandments to the best of your ability in order for him to open up those spiritual eyes and ears to start unlocking the Bible mysteries. Amos chapter 3 verse 7. Surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. Now we know that God has a specific set of people that he would reveal these secrets to. Right. And it's his prophets. Right. So these are the ones who are going to be able to unlock the Bible secrets and mysteries. It's the prophets that are able to do that. Now we need to find out who exactly these prophets are. Do they come from all people, or are there specific people that he's going to give the breakdowns to the Bible to? Ezekiel 38 verse 17. Thus saith the Lord God, art thou he of whom I have spoken in old times by my servants, the prophets of Israel? The prophets come from the nation of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel. That's where the prophets come from. God's prophets come from that nation of people, not anyone else.
Thank you.
So what is this telling you? That in order to understand the secrets, you have to be one of the prophets from the nation of Israel.
Thank you.
A Gentile cannot teach an Israelite the secrets and mysteries of the Bible. According to the Bible, God's not giving all people the secrets and the mysteries. A Gentile cannot teach the Israelites about about any of the deep doctrines that's going on in the Bible. What is the Bible referring to when you study it? It's dealing with an oppressed people, impoverished people, destroyed people. The Gentiles that are teaching the Bible today, they cannot relate to that, and they cannot possibly break down the Bible in its true essence, because they cannot relate to the narration that's going on in the Bible. It would be no different if the Bible was discussing, or if it dealt around the topic of a rich nation of people that flourished and that had their own businesses and always prospered. The Israelites today, we wouldn't be able to teach that, because we can't relate to that. We cannot relate to that doctrine. So the Israelites are the only ones who can understand the Bible the way it's broken down, because first of all, it's written about the Israelites.
Exactly.
And it's written by the Israelites.
Exactly.
So it would only make sense that the Israelites would be the one to break it down, and that God would give them the secrets. This is common sense.
Of course it is.
It's nothing personal. It's just common sense. That's just the way it goes. Now we understand two key components in understanding the mysteries of the Bible. One, it needs to be somebody that's keeping God's commandments.
True.
That's the first thing on the list. Second, it needs to be a prophet from the nation of Israel. That's who God is going to reveal the mysteries to, one of the deep secrets to. Now we're going to go into exactly how you piece the Bible together, how exactly you're supposed to read the Bible in order to understand and unlock these secrets. Isaiah 28 verse 9. Whom shall he teach knowledge? And whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. So you have to be weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. What does that mean? What is the milk? The milk is the basics in the Bible.
Okay.
So first you have to learn the basics of the Bible. The basics of the Bible is referring to the law, statutes, and commandments written in the beginning of the book.
Sure.
And you have to understand the high holy days. You have to understand the basic functions on the way the Bible works. That's the milk. It's just like, it's the same thing like a baby that comes out. The baby has to be weaned from the milk first before it graduates to adult food. So it's the same thing with the Bible. You have to be weaned from the basics before you be able to take a bite of the meat, the deep mysteries, the doctrines. That's what this is saying here. So we know that you need to be an Israelite prophet, and you need to be keeping God's commandments, and you need to be weaned from the milk. These are the ones who you're gonna get your doctrines from, correct doctrines from, in the Bible. For precept must be upon precept. The Bible says precept must be upon precept. Not that it should be upon precept, not that, if you want it to be upon precept, it must be upon precept. Now, what is a precept? It's a command. You're going to find the commands in the first 5 books. And in the prophets, you'll find commands there. So it's talking about the commandments. Here's an example of what is meant by precept upon precept. Leviticus 7 verse 27. Whatsoever soul it be that eateth any manner of blood, even that soul shall be cut off from his people. So here's the command. It says, whatsoever man eats blood, that soul shall be cut off from his people. So that's a command. Now we need to go command upon command, or precept upon precept, in order to get more understanding on this command, because this is a pretty vague command. We need to understand who the whatsoever is that is referring to in this commandment. So now we're going to go precept upon another precept to get the correct breakdown on what the whole commandment is referring to. Watch Leviticus 17 verse 12. Therefore I said unto you, the children of Israel, no soul of you shall eat blood, neither shall any stranger that sojourneth among you eat blood. Now we get the understanding on the whatsoever man that it was referring to. Now the whatsoever man it was referring to is referring to the children of Israel and the strangers that lived among us. We're not able to eat the blood. So that law applied only to the children of Israel and those that were dwelling amongst us. So the whatsoever man it was referring to in the first verse, that was not applying to anybody else outside of those outside of the nation of Israel and the strangers.
I was walking down the street one day.
Oh. Play nice music. That's what you do. You play, you know, do nice music. Everybody play nice music. Gonna be alright. Don't worry. Lights up this morning. Weird. Yeah, I need to put something there. What can I put there? Always put something there. What did I want to put there? What did I want to put there? I want to put something up as well. What can I put it on? I got a picture that I want to put there. I'm very sure. That one's already there.
Super DJ.
Yeah, I hope it was nice day. It was like a Sunday road. Lost children across the church. Everyone's still breathing. You know, the ruler is still breathing. So hello to everyone. Hello to everyone. What can't I say that? Why can't I say hello? Why can't I say hello? People like you. Hello. How you doing, guys? Hope you're doing good. I don't care if you're white, black, slim, fat, crippled, zero. Hello. Hi. Hi. Nice day, innit? Nice day, darling. Enjoying the day, rest of it. I've just been out there and then I walk in the city and see another thing. And the birds went tweet, tweet. Damn birds, damn. Boy. Jax. I appreciate it. I really do. I just want to read my Bible. I'm gonna have this last one here. I don't want to just chill out. I'm not bad. Oh, Jake, it was a mission as well. It was a mission. I was gonna call Ice. I was gonna ask Ice to help me with that thing, but I changed the bottom as well. Changed the big balance. Done all that. And now when you sit on it, it doesn't make that crook keep it. Nice shower. Said my thank yous to Father. And the bed standing there, innit? You can sit down like this, look. No noise. Listen. You hear that? Let me do it again. Listen, no noise, look. You see, before you used to sit there, it's going, because the base at the bottom of it. And now, and then I moved the matches as well. So top, you know, they're top. Nice on top. Me and the missus, you see me? Nice and strong. Much weird. The mattress. It costs so much time running up. Well, I'm going to just for the last one, and then we're going to chill out and carry on this Bible. What chapter? I'm on chapter 25, Matthew, and it is absolutely the best thing to read, to find out about what's going on and how these Christians view it. And there is a lot of things that he tells you about your Christian self, and he tells you don't put yourself in front of young children. Right? Because here you put yourself trying to find it, you put yourself in front. I can't believe it. I said, you wicked children. Trying to put yourself in front of little infants. Trust me. This is what we're to read it, so we can find it. Look at this. It says, but you are not to be called rabbi. And then modern Israel call themselves rabbi. For one is your rabbi, and he is Hamashiach, and all of your brothers. Call no leader on the earth your father, for one is your father, he who is in heaven. Neither be called teacher, for one is your teacher, and he is Hamashiach. But he who is greater among you will be your servant. However, whoever exalts himself will be humbled, and whoever humbles himself will be exalted. Woe to you, Torah teachers and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You devour widows' houses. Therefore, you will receive the greater condemnation. But woe to you, Torah teachers and Pharisees, hypocrites, because you shut up the kingdom of heaven against men. For you didn't enter in yourself, neither do you allow those who are entering in to enter. Woe to you, Pharisees, Torah teachers and Pharisees, you hypocrite, for you travel around by sea and land to make one convert, and when he becomes one, you make him twice as much a son of poo-poo as yourself. Woe to you, you blind guides! You say, whoever swears by the Midrash, it is nothing but whoever swears by the gold of the Midrash. He is obliged. You blind fools, for which is greater than gold or the Midrash? That sanctifies the gold. Therefore, you testify against yourselves that you are the children of those who killed the prophets, and you will finish the sin that your fathers started. Damn right, you serpents, you offspring of vipers. Therefore, you testify against yourselves that you are the children of those who killed the prophets, and you will finish the sin that your fathers started. You serpents, you offspring of vipers, how will you escape the judgment of poo-poo? Therefore, behold, I sent to you prophets, wise men, and scribes. some of them you will kill and crucify, and some of them you will scourge in your congregation to persecute them from city to city. It goes on, it goes on. That's what you're trying to do to us now. And your days are done. And that is a convert Matthew. Don't forget, Matthew was a wicked man still. He was a tax booth man. They called him at the booth and said, come, you want children? Fair play to him. He said, yeah, I want to come. Right? But he's not ordained, is he? Not at all. Not ordained at all, right? Or come up then. Or come up. But he's there though, he's there. And this is what Christians are swearing by, this man here. So I'm going to read all of them and see what they're about. And the next one to read now is Mark. It says near Marcos. He's Hebrew. He's the next one. I want to see how he came. If he's ordained or if he was also picked up from the Father. Then that means everybody else can be picked up if he can be picked up. That's what that means. Why must you fight against themselves? It goes. Right. Are you ready? I'm ready. Alright, last two tunes. Be ready. Plenty Bible study. Oh, these damn flies. These flies, man. Like, really. They really do test your rumor, don't they? I know. The damn fly. Right, let's do with this bleeding fly. Goodness sake, I mean. Come here, with the fly then. You heard me, didn't you? You heard me. Where is he? Damn fly. Wait then. Right, I got it right on cock. Right, yes sir, I leave it there. So as soon as I see I'm going to pitch him up. The dudes, come here. Dude. Oh, please. That should be enough fish in there. There he is. Come here. What you dancing? You can't fly. Right, that should do you. That should be enough to do you. You can't fly. Right, come then. The ghost town. Come in like a ghost town. Why must the youth fight against themselves? Because I'm even the people on the show. I know. The ghost town. Right? Right.
I never thought I'd miss you, half as much as I do. And I never thought I'd feel this much the way I feel about you. Soon as I wake up, every night, every day, I know that it's you I need to take the blues away. It must be love, love, love. It must be love, love, love. Nothing, nothing, nothing's the matter. How can it be that we can say so much without words? Bless you and bless me. Bless the bees and the birds. I've got to be near you every night, every day. I couldn't be happy any other way. It must be love, love, love. It must be love, love, love. Nothing, nothing, love is the As soon as I wake up, every night, every day, I know that it's you I need to take the blues away. It must be love, love, love. It must be love, love, love. I never thought I'd miss you half as much as I do.
Jesus. Okay, good. Right, I'm ready to shoot out. I'm ready to shoot out. See, right. Love, sada.
Other words, Mr. Davis. But this time
Super DJ.
Goes down. Now, there have been a number of fatalities in Greece over the last week as firefighters battle huge fires, not just in Attica, but also on the island of Crete and in the Peloponnese. 2 firefighters died in Crete, and a firefighter died in the Peloponnese region too. And as we've been reporting for weeks now, these fires in Greece join huge wildfires in France and Spain too, as the whole of Europe really grapples with extraordinarily high temperatures, and as we're seeing in Greece today, very high winds as well, which is causing those fires to spread and hampering efforts to deal with them.
Okay, Barnaby, thank you. After 60,000 migrants crossed into a Spanish territory this week, here the Prime Minister has insisted his government will be relentless in tackling small boat crossings. He made that pledge as he met emergency workers at Dover today. Our political correspondent Lucy McDade has this report.
This image could come back to haunt Andy Burnham or hail him the leader who succeeded where others didn't. Beside him, a boat that carried 96 migrants across the Channel in May, among those on board men, women and young children. They're the scenes that have become all too familiar, ones that successive governments still haven't managed to stop.
We have to deal with the issue rather than play politics with the issue. Just deal with it. Head on, grip it, and then make the changes that will bring that reassurance to the public. The public don't like the idea that the border looks like it's not controlled. We need to bring back that control, but also we need to offer support for people who genuinely need it. It's about changing the whole approach, and slowly but surely we are putting in place those building blocks of a very different approach to this issue. It's working, but there's more to be done.
But as Andy Burnham says, these pictures don't actually tell the full story. Small boat crossings initially went up after Keir Starmer came to power, but the official data shows numbers have since fallen. At the start of this year, that dipped significantly and continued to gradually decline. But that doesn't mean the boats have stopped, and since Andy Burnham took over, in just 2 weeks, we've seen more than 2,000 people arrive on UK shores. The weather is of course a factor, but the government is pointing to policy So, for example, a deal with France was renewed fairly recently at a cost of £662 million. What's it paying for? Well, more police officers on French beaches, more surveillance technology, so like drones along the coastline to intercept criminal gangs. In Dover, these officers try and track down the people smugglers behind the channel crossings. They've more than doubled in number since the start of 2025. But the challenge for Andy Burnham isn't just getting a grip of this issue. He needs to convince the public he is too. The Conservatives promised to stop the boats and didn't. But they do now say they have a plan. But we've already seen, haven't we, people abandon the two main political parties partly over this issue, and trust in politicians as a result has plummeted. Scenes like this have heightened tensions in recent days. Around 60,000 migrants have crossed from Morocco to the Spanish territory of Ceuta in northern Africa. Unprecedented pictures, prompting critics to blame Spain for being too liberal on immigration. So while back home the new Prime Minister might be somewhat satisfied with government progress, he also knows this is the issue that has plagued his predecessors. Complacency could not only cost him his job, but Labour the next election. Lucy McDade, Sky News, in Dover.
A man has been arrested following the death of a British woman whose body was found in a suitcase in Athens. Elizabeth Jane Ross is believed to have died several days before her body was discovered in a derelict building in the city last month. Greek police said her bank card was still being used and text messages were being sent from her phone following her death. I'm joined now by our reporter Anjem Pierbakos. Anjem,
The man said he put a woman in a suitcase, and then he's using that cash card as well. When are you going to come and get us, Father? When are you going to come and get us?
By a homeless person who alerted the authorities, and like you say, her back transpired that her body. It is an incredibly distressing case. This.
Joined now by our reporter Anjem Pierbakos. Anjem, what more details can you tell us about this pretty distressing case?
It is an incredibly distressing case. This Scottish woman who had entered Greece on the 26th of June and was visiting friends, and it's since transpired that her body was found in a suitcase in a dilapidated building by a homeless person who alerted the authorities. And like you say, her bank card was used to make withdrawals and her phone was used. And we have seen since an arrest being made of a 26-year-old man who has been linked with the case and is being held by the Greek police. Elizabeth Jane Ross was 38 years old. We know that she's from Scotland, and we know that her identity was discovered using her fingerprints, and that's how the identification was made and verified. The police in Greece have been analysing footage, and that's how the arrest of this 26-year-old man has been made. We've also had a statement from police in Scotland and a spokesperson.
start and sin. Ain't no swine touching my lips. Can't let that filth in. Don't serve you right. We don't need your wine. Fed on the word. And we still gon' shine. Yahweh set us apart.
Say what?
Even in this land so dark. They say power break, but we stood like stone. No need to riches, our crown back home. We walk with angels, keep laws you hate, and we ain't scared of your lions. Fire or fate, let them laugh while we sip on the queen. They drunk on death while we stay lean. 10 days past and we look more strong. 'Cause righteousness gon' last all life long. We ain't eating that. We rather starve than sin. Ain't no swine touching my lips. Can't let that filth in. Don't serve your idol. We don't need your wine. Fed on the word. And we still gon' shine. Yahweh set us apart. Even in this land so dark. They thought food changes. Our diet is obedience. You can't feed kings with poison. Even in captivity.
Don't forget, very, very good tune. Very good tune. Very.
Well, the lights went out in D.C. town. The circus backed up, the clowns shut down. No checks, no meds, no DMVQ, just me and my guitar. Singing the government shutdown blues. Now gather round my MAGA crew. I got a tale that's half fake, half true. They say the illegals got free healthcare snacks while grandma stuck eating expired Tic Tacs. Don't trust your eyes, don't trust the news, just trust this song and your government shutdown blues. See my MAGA hats are tapped and told, say shut it down, that's how freedom grows. But while you cheer and wave your flags, the VA's closed and the food stamps lag. I say Democrats give Medicaid to aliens, but your cousin Joe can't afford his inhaler again. So sad, shut down, shut up, lie, oh lie. So sad. The parks are all closed, the trash piling high, and a bald eagle somewhere has a tear in its eye. Say those Dems wanna give all the free stuff away, Medicaid and Obamacare for the whole USA. Now I met a man named Billy Ray, said I voted red, now I can't get paid. His job's on hold, his rent's past due, but he's proud as punch in his MAGA shoes. He said I don't need no welfare check, just give me a flag and a pickup truck. And Sally Mae, she's got 3 kids, but works 2 jobs and she's on a skid. She said shut down school lunch again, but at least we're sticking it to the deep state man. She's got no Wi-Fi, no heat, no clue, but she's humming along to the shutdown blues. So sad, shut down, shut up, lie, oh lie. So sad. I said don't listen to fact checkers, son. They're just liberal trannies who got too much sun. Who you gonna trust? I cry with pride. Me or your lying eyes, I watch Medicaid die. So if you're cold, broke, and out of luck, just grab a red hat and a pickup truck. Wave a sign that says shut it all down while your insulin rolls on Capitol grounds.
check under your seats, and you'll find out there's no health care for you or you or you, not your family, your brother, or even Uncle Stu. So sad, shut down, shut up, lie, 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 oh lie. So sad, so sad, shut down, shut up, lie, 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 oh lie. So sad.
Me. All things ain't what they used to be. No, no. Where did all the blue skies go? Poison is the wind that blows from the north and south. Whoa, mercy, mercy me.
Mercy, darling.
All things ain't what they used to be. No, no, no. Oil wasted on the oceans and upon our seas, fish full of mercury. Oh, mercy, mercy me. All things ain't what they used to be. No, no. Radiation underground and in the sky. Animals and birds who live nearby all die. Oh, mercy, mercy me. All things ain't what they used to be. What about this overcrowded land? How much more abuse from me can she stand?
he had the Torah and the prophets. And of course, the teaching of the time was, if you teach against the Torah and the prophets, there's no light in you. So the Torah and the prophets were everything to the Messiah and his followers. And of that work, I think that Deuteronomy 28 in particular, that chapter 28, is one of the most underestimated, misunderstood chapters in the book, because when you know just that chapter, the whole word comes to life, and the history that we see, the prophecy that we see that has been fulfilled in recent history and is being fulfilled right now. So let's just talk about what we're taught. So many people are taught that the so-called black people in the Americas are simply Africans who were randomly captured and sold into slavery. But when we search the scriptures and the historical record together, a different picture emerges. Yeah. One that reveals that these people were not just Africans, but exiled Israelites fulfilling the curses of the law. So let's take it back to 70 AD. What was 70 AD? So 70 AD was roughly 37 years after our 33-year-old Messiah was lynched on a tree.
Thank you, Miss. Thank you, Miss. Thank you, Miss. Was lynched on a tree. Thank you, Miss. Thank you, Miss.
What was 70 AD? So 70 AD was roughly 37 years after our 33-year-old Messiah was lynched on a tree and resurrected. So the Messiah was crucified, died, lynched, and resurrected, and approximately 37 years later, the Roman armies destroyed Jerusalem and scattered the children of Israel that were there.
You lynched the king. You lynched the king with the help of the children. And we can always find that in Acts 10:39, always. And when you try to dispute it, it says, shut up. Because it said, we are witnesses. Right? That his own children hanged him on a tree. Acts 10:39. And the woman saying the truth. No more lies, man. We need to find our way back home, man. We ain't finding our way back home with lies. Your home is the 7 years party, which is only 1 week. And then after that, it's a lake of fire. But ours is not. Ours is not. And Father's so excited for his children, but he's just wait to gather more. And it's not be doing by gathering more children, because more children are coming. Are you damn right you're coming? Jump on board, man. Right? Because from you have a nostril, he has a place for you. Right? Don't worry about that. This is massive. This is not just here. It's not just the world. No, there's outside of it. And if you're a good child, you say, yo, come with me, Misha'el, because tomorrow you get up early. I'm going to show you some places. You want to come with me. And you just take us on some wonders, man. What you got to be as a child, and I read it in there today. They're not dealing with you unless you're a child. And then guess what happened, guy? You know the Pharisees and all the rest of the elders. They're pushing past the young children like they're napping and dealing with them. And they're saying, no, you don't do that. It's really, I can't believe it. You really, really don't like children. You really don't. You really don't, because he has to, Emmanuel has to, Emmanuel has to tell you and tell you and tell you about children, to look out for children, and children come before you. And if you don't come as a child, you're not getting in. If you don't humble yourself and come as a child, you're wasting your time. But really and truly, 99%, if you don't want to come anyway, right? So we're not even wasting our time trying to convince certain idiots. We're just doing this thing though, right? Because the majority of you are the ones who changed it for this nonsense so you can feel comfortable in. But when they come back from the sky, you ain't gonna feel comfortable. Yeah, sir. Let me remind you, come and love you. Right. Quick recap, it says. Quick recap. Let's go. Boom. The first trumpet, vegetation is struck. So then the vegetation. Right. Second trumpet, the seas are struck. War is done. So blood, everything. Third trumpet, the water is poisoned. Stop it. Fourth trumpet, and they go around. I heard it. Fourth trumpet, the sky is struck. Worries. There's a fifth trumpet, guys. Where's that? The locusts are scattered. Locusts feeding my eye and eye flesh. And there's one more trumpet, guys. And then this one is a third of mankind wiped out. No question, just wiped out. You know, like a wildfire. Wiped out. There's more, guys. Then there's the second Exodus, which should occur by this time, right? Then you get the bowls. No, this is the bowl. You know the bowl? This is called the bowls. Now, the first bowl, sores from the mark of the beast. So those who take the mark of the beast, Father's got something for you. Why? To warn this, you know, traitor. Why? There's more, right? This second boil, right? Then the sea turns to blood. The third bowl, the water turns to blood. The fourth bowl, men are scorched in the heat, scorched. The fifth bowl, darkness. It's over the place, the whole place. Sixth bowl, the Emperor River dries up. And the seventh and the last bowl, I can't see if it says it's cut off. But these are the things that are going to be taking place, guys.
So the Messiah was crucified, died, lynched, and resurrected, and approximately 37 years later, the Roman armies destroyed Jerusalem and scattered the children of Israel that were there.
Is that right?
Now the children of Israel that were there were the tribe of Judah. They were known as Judah. There were Benjamites there, and there were Levites there, and the southern kingdom was made up of Judah and those people. The northern kingdoms, remember, fell about 750 years prior to his birth.
Okay.
So we're, almost, there's 800-900 years between the scattering of the northern kingdom and the scattering of the southern kingdom. And I want to apologize now, because I know people are going to talk in the comments. I don't know much about the tribes of the northern kingdom. I'm going to dig into that, but right now I'm just really trying to learn how to live a righteous life and try to build something of substance for a good life here. So I don't know much about the northern kingdom and where they ended up, but we're talking about the tribe of Judah specifically and their trip to America. How did America take God's children? And how do we know it's America? How do we know America's Babylon? When the Roman armies took the city of Jerusalem and the Israelites were forced to flee, so were taken into captivity, and many fled into Africa. Over generations, these Israelites migrated through northeast Africa and into West Africa. This migration is documented by the impact of their culture. What does that mean? Their language, tribes that are called by Hebrew names, Levitical priestly traditions that were taught and picked up and now practiced still to this day.
And you're only scattered, so technically you should still have your name. You're only scattered, but you should still have your Hebrew name. And you're not allowed to change it yourself. No, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. When you come out your mother's warm womb, if you have the name there, then yes, that's in the end.
America take God's chosen. And how do we know it's America? How do we know America's Babylon? When the Roman armies took the city of Jerusalem and the Israelites were forced to flee, some were taken into captivity, and many fled into Africa. Over generations, these Israelites migrated through northeast Africa and into West Africa. This migration is documented by the impact of their culture. What does that mean? Their language, tribes that are called by Hebrew names, Levitical priestly traditions that were taught and picked up and now practiced still to this day. We know that they were living there and that they carried their Israelite laws and customs with them. We find Hebrew customs and Levitical priestly traditions and Israelite names among the West African tribes. These were not strangers to the Bible. They were actually the living descendants of it. But the Bible warned that exile would not end in Africa. In Jeremiah 16:14-15, we read, "It shall no more be said, the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of Egypt. But the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north." So something bigger than a 400-year captivity of Israelites in Egypt is going to happen. And we're not going to talk about what happened in Egypt anymore. We'll be talking about the Lord bringing his chosen out of Mystery Babylon. The land of the north that is mentioned in this piece of scripture, where it says that we won't talk about what happened in Egypt, but the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north. The land of the north is not Africa, it is North America. Scripture shifts the focus from Egypt to the new captivity that will be greater than the captivity seen in Egypt. This leads us to the transatlantic slave trade. From 1500s to 1800s,